Numero dos. Dating correctly. It's just so silly to me. But I guess if you you put the right type of words in it, it can make sense. So, part two. And this is one of the biggest mistake guys make. Subscribe to Patreon, by the way, in the podcast. Is texting too long, right? And it kind of sucks with the whole, especially if you're like, if you get the girl's number, that's different, right? You could text her. Spend more time on the phone, and don't text too long in general. Set a date, especially if you're on the phone. There's this idea of building comfort, right? So girls comfortable with you when she's getting to know you. You want to build comfort. The best way to do that is, I believe, is FaceTime. FaceTime is the closest thing that you're going to get to meeting somebody, right? You're not with them in person, but they can see you. They can see your face. This is the closest depiction they're going to get to seeing what you look like, right? Now, I know a lot of people are not always comfortable on FaceTime, especially some women super crazy insecure. Oh, no, I look ugly. You don't look at me. Nonsense, right? But you want to, don't spend too much time texting. And when you're on the phone, even if you don't do it on the phone, set up a date. Hey, when are you free? Right? Don't try to be all alpha. This is the time we're meeting and this is what we're doing. Don't do that. It's cool to take charge, but don't do it in that way, because you may try to set a time and she'd be like, okay, but then forget that she had work or she had to be to school or something like that. See when this person's available. Then you set the date, right? Very, very simple. It may be cliche, but it's not so cliche because you motherfuckers ain't doing it, right? And try to get them out in person. And this is the thing. And, I've had people say, well, I just don't know when to ask her. I want to give a little small talk. And sometimes some small talk, it's necessary. Sometimes it's not. It all depends on the person. There's been times where I'm texting somebody and, anyway, you like tacos? I love tacos. Are you free Wednesday? Yeah, around what time? 5? Okay, let's go get some tacos. Cool. Down. And then, up until then you may talk. But this is another thing. And before we end this video, make sure that you don't get worked up when one thing doesn't work out. And this is the downside for dating. It's a downside for dating because for women, they think that they have a lot of likes, because a lot of women on these apps, a lot of women don't like. Some do. They just go through their likes. And because they have an abundance of likes, they think that this is like a whole bunch of options. And it's not. Because a good portion of these guys only want SCX. And then even more than that, when you get to know this person, now you have to see if you actually like them. You have to see if you actually want them. I'm not sure if I like them. I'm not sure if I want them. They may do things that I don't like. And for men, she might not be for you, but don't get upset. It's trial and error. One, you're not used to dating, right? So you have to build your dating muscle, right? You're not used to talking. Oh, I'm shy. I'm not this. So that means you have to build it. Don't just run away like a little bitch. Build it up and get used to it. So this is something you have to build up. This is something you have to do. And treat it as trial and error. Yeah, you might have matched with the baddest bitch ever. It happens. It happens. It doesn't go good. She didn't respond in 2 weeks. How do I get it back? No, let it go. Just like if you match with one pretty one, you can match with another. Just keep going. Trial and error. The mistakes you made with the last girl, don't make it with this one. Trial and error. You keep going. You keep going. And not so much for women because, trial and error, you out here catching bodies. Now you're getting judged and you're getting ran through. And you might not feel good about yourself. Doesn't exactly apply for men, but both men and women have different struggles. But just remember these basic principles when it comes to dating. Número dos.